What if the biggest financial breakthrough of your life wasn't becoming a millionaire, but simply hitting your first $20,000? Sounds small compared to all those flashy get-rich videos, right? But think about it. There's a moment when you stop checking your bank account with anxiety, a moment when buying groceries doesn't feel like a strategic military operation, a moment when money stops controlling every decision you make. And, surprisingly, for a lot of people, that moment starts around $20,000. Most people think wealth is about luxury cars, penthouses, or making six figures a year. But real wealth starts much earlier than that. It starts the second you stop living in survival mode. Imagine trying to build your future while constantly worrying about rent, bills, or whether your card will decline. Your brain can't focus on opportunity because it's too busy avoiding disaster. That's why people stuck paycheck to paycheck often feel trapped. They stay in terrible jobs. They tolerate toxic situations. They avoid risks. Not because they're lazy, because they're scared. But the second you build a financial cushion, something shifts psychologically. You stop asking, how do I survive this month? And start asking, how do I grow? And that shift changes everything. Think about pushing a giant rock uphill. At first, every inch feels impossible. You're exhausted, frustrated, barely moving forward. But eventually, the momentum kicks in. Suddenly, the rock starts helping itself move. That's exactly how money works. The first $20,000 is brutal because every dollar comes directly from your effort, your job, your discipline, your sacrifice. But after that, your money starts working too. Let's say you invest consistently every month. At first, growth feels painfully slow. A few dollars here, a few dollars there, nothing exciting, but then something crazy happens. Your investments begin generating money on their own. That's when the game changes. Suddenly, you're no longer building wealth alone. Compound interest joins your team. And here's the wild part. The bigger your foundation becomes, the faster everything accelerates. The first $20,000 might take years. The next one comes faster, then faster again. Eventually, your investments can grow more in a month than you used to save in a year. But this isn't just about math. It's about identity. Because saving $20,000 proves something powerful. You can control your impulses. You learned to delay gratification. You learned to prioritize long-term freedom over short-term dopamine. And honestly, that skill is more valuable than the money itself. Most people never develop it. That's why some people earn huge salaries and still stay broke. More income doesn't fix bad habits, but discipline? That compounds forever. And here's another thing nobody talks about. Once you have money saved, you stop obsessing over tiny expenses. You stop wasting mental energy asking, can I afford this coffee? Instead, you start focusing on the decisions that actually matter. Where you live, how much you invest, what career opportunities you pursue, who you spend your time with. Those decisions can change your entire future, and maybe the biggest transformation happens at work. When you're desperate for a paycheck, you have no leverage. You tolerate nonsense because you're terrified of losing income. But once you have savings, you gain confidence. You negotiate differently. You say no more often. You take smarter risks. You stop acting from fear. That's the hidden power of financial freedom. Not yachts, not private jets, options. Because money isn't really about buying stuff. It's about buying control over your life. Now here's the mistake a lot of people make. They finally save money and immediately destroy the momentum. A new car, luxury vacations, lifestyle upgrades they can't actually sustain. They treat their savings like a reward instead of a foundation. But wealthy people think differently. Before buying something expensive, they ask one question: what is the opportunity cost? That expensive car isn't just a car. It's future investments, future freedom, future options. And once you truly understand that, your entire relationship with money changes forever. So no, $20,000 won't make you instantly rich, but it might be the moment your life finally stops revolving around financial stress, the moment you stop surviving and start building. And trust me, once that momentum starts, you will never want to go back. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, because your future self will thank you for every smart decision you make today.